We're here. Smash the like button, people. Smash the subscribe button. Become a member. Let's watch the channel grow. Share the content, of course. But this is Open Mainnet intentionally delayed. This is something that you need to be aware of because I've done my research. This is a video that I may have done before, but not in the context that I'm about to do today. So today's one is going to be extensive. I'm going to talk about quite a few things. Put your comments right there in the live chat. Put it there. If you're watching after the fact, please put it in the comments. And then, of course, if there's any response I want to give you, I would give you. If you're on Twitter, of course, you can also put your comments there. And when I find a chance or get the opportunity, I will go there and read it. And of course, if it requires response, I'll give you that response. Now, let's do this. So, Open Mainnet intentionally delayed is very emphatic with a question. Now, I will tell you that, listen, the core team, they've done a great job. Now, by the end of this particular segment, I'll tell you whether it's been delayed or not. Do you get what I'm saying? But let's discuss this. So, sorry, intentionally delayed or not. We know it's delayed, but is it intentional? Let's see. Okay, so we were given a timeline 2 years ago, right? 3 years ago, we were given a timeline that by the end of 2021, we should be able to get to mainnet. That's what it was then, mainnet. So we were all expecting mainnet, right? And so by the 28th, 29th, depending on which zone you're in, time zone you're in, 28th, 29th of December 2021, we had, well, before that was announced that there was going to be two parts of mainnet. We're going to have enclosed network and open network. Now, enclosed network, which we're in right now, is when there's a firewall, so other exchanges can't actually add or put Pi on their exchange. So therefore, we can only use it within our own ecosystem, which is what's happening right now. Now, open mainnet will be when the firewall comes down, and then we'll be able to use it on other exchanges, exchanging for other cryptos, use it on decentralized exchanges or centralized exchanges. Now, if you want to know what decentralized exchanges are, something like Uniswap is one of them. If you want to know what decentralized exchanges are, something like Coinbase or Binance or the other ones, Kraken, Coin Stats and all of that, they're part of the centralized ones. So they can, obviously inculcate it onto their network. But that hasn't happened yet. So here's where we are at the moment. We are doing, like I said, migrating our Pi into our wallets and so on. We're doing KYCs and so on. We have our ecosystem being built. We want to make it intrinsically strong. Of course, we're doing that. So once that happens, according to the core team, if we don't know the metrics behind it, we don't know the ceiling to which they would decide whether we get onto mainnet or not. They've given us a framework. It's very generic, but what we don't know are the numbers, are the metrics to determine what it would require for us to get to mainnet. I mean, exactly what will be required for us to get to mainnet. I mean, open mainnet. So that's where we're at the moment. Now, has it been intentionally delayed? I'm going to answer that question. Definitely by the end of this segment, you're going to know whether, open mainnet has been intentionally delayed, because it's so important that all of us get to know it. Now, so these are the things we need to also do. So obviously they've told us that we need to build our ecosystem intrinsically, of course, eventually making it stronger. That we're doing. We've had so many things. We've had the brainstorm where we've done so much things. Developers have developed a lot of D-apps and so on. We have Fireside Forum where there's a lot of interactions going on. I use it now. I'm very, very active there. So I know how effective that is. 165 people watching. Guys, smash that like button. This makes me happy. 165 people watching this. I am so excited. That tells you how big this channel has, or how big this channel is becoming. The number is dwindling. It's going up and down. It's just flip-flopping. I'm happy about that. But anyway, let's continue. So the core team are taking the numbers. They're looking at it. And obviously, recently we've had some technical issues which are beyond their understanding or comprehension. So what they've tried to do is to make sure they mend that, which is to do with the mainnet migration. Now, one may ask, how does that affect mainnet? It affects it directly. It affects it directly because when people migrate, what you get is you get people locking up, in other words, staking their pi at a certain rate for a certain period, length of time. So if that doesn't happen, if that happens, then of course, once you're migrated, the rate at which you've locked up will be locked up, and then whatever's left will be in your wallet. Now, at the moment, it looks like on average, people have locked up about 60+% of their pi. It's going down because people are getting their pies back because their period of migration, period of staking is over. So they've got their pies back in their wallet. Therefore, they lockup rates have gone down, but it's just typical of it. Now, when that happens, they want to know a certain percentage of pioneers who have been migrated. So if that percentage doesn't happen, then they can't just say, oh, we should get onto open mainnet. They can't put the firewall down, because if they do that, it'll be tantamount to disaster. So they wouldn't want that. It would lead to disaster. It will be equivalent to a disaster. They wouldn't want that. So what they're doing right now is to make sure that that mainnet migration issue is sorted out. And once it's sorted out, they would be able to say, all right, yeah, the KYCs are also happening, you know, as it were. And obviously, once that happens, people will be migrated. And once people are migrated, the ecosystem gets stronger, because obviously we're still building our apps and so on and so forth. So these are the things that are happening behind the scenes. Now, one may ask, has this open mainnet been delayed? Has it been delayed? Now, my answer will be yes. It's been delayed, of course. Has it intentionally been delayed? That's debatable. That is debatable, because the intentional part is like, okay, yeah, we're going to delay it no matter what. We don't want to actually get. Initially, I had a hunch that it was delayed intentionally, but I also have been reliably informed that the word intentional seems far-fetched, because they wouldn't intentionally delay it, but something may have forced them to delay it. Now, that is different, because if you say they've intentionally delayed it, it could be sinister, you know, and based on the information I have, there is no sinister involved in it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So personally, let me tell you this. Intentionally is a very far-fetched word. So it hasn't been intentionally delayed, but it's been delayed. It's been delayed. I can tell you that 100%. Open mainnet will not happen when people said it was going to happen. People think, oh, because there's going to be a sort of important date, which means end of the year, Pi Day, Pi 2 Day. You know, these are the 3 dates that people, or 3 periods that people are looking forward to having mainnet. But I can tell you that it's not going to happen on any of those. It's going to happen after Pi 2 Day. I've told you several times, and this is one of the videos that, if you haven't watched my video before and you're new here, just so you know, open mainnet will not happen before Pi 2 Day 2024, which means, what's Pi 2 Day if you're new? It's 28th of June, obviously any day. So Elon Musk's birthday, which is 28th of June. So 28th of June next year, there won't be any open mainnet. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again and again and again. There won't be any open mainnet before mainnet before Pi 2 Day next year. There won't be that. It will be after that. So because there is something, I told you some reasons why that's happening. Of course, there is the halving, the Bitcoin halving that's going to happen in the spring. So it'll be between March and June next year. So all those have to happen in order for us to actually go into mainnet. So there are so many factors why the so-called delay has happened. Yeah, it could be intentional, but the hunch I'm getting is it's on purpose. Intentional, like I said, is a very strong word, but the word is intentional. That is in quotes. I'm not saying that. Vindicator Chidi is not saying that. He put it in quotes as well, which means that somebody else said it, and he's also quoting what he said based on the hunch or the information he got. Exciting times on Pi Network. I am extremely excited about what could happen in the near future. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people do know. Some people are in the middle, but I'll put a poll out there. Let's put a poll. Let's put a poll. Is it right? So let's put it there. Let's put a poll quickly. Let's put a poll. So is it right? This is the poll. Is it right to intentionally, so intentionally, right? The word is intentionally put back the open mainnet. All right, so the answer is yes, no, and that's it. Yes or no. Or I don't mind when. Don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind when. Okay, so you got it. So the poll is there. Obviously, vote in the poll and let's see what you think. Is it right to intentionally put back the open mainnet? So obviously, vote and let me see, because this is important that we all know precisely what's happening. And me personally, I don't know, man. I don't know. Smash the like button, people. Smash the subscriber button. Become a member. Let's watch the channel grow. This is going to be one of those that I am going to see what you actually thinking, because this is going to be one of those votes. So keep voting. Smash the like button, of course. Smash the subscriber button. Become a member. Unless you don't understand the question, is it right to intentionally put back? When I say put back, it means postpone. Put back the open mainnet. Yes, no, I don't mind. This is something that we all need to get onto. The poll is there. Do it. Smash that like button, people.